Ladies and gentlemen, hi. Welcome to an exclusive mini bonus episode of The Come Down.
A boner episode?
Not a boner, a
Oh,
bonus.
okay.
Bonus.
Sure.
This is just an exclusive little mini episode. Just a little teaser for season 2 and just for those that have enjoyed season 1.
And just for us while we finish our wine.
Exactly, because we record lots of things in advance. Cheers.
Cheers.
So just quickly, what we're just going to discuss, just for a quick little 20 minutes, half an hour maybe, is just stuff we wish we'd known growing up in regards to sex, especially sex that we engage in.
Engage.
That one.
Engage. Star Trek reference.
Fisting? We've already discussed that.
It is now. Engage. Next time you fist
me.
someone, that's what you say.
So, I mean, we previously discussed, but obviously sex ed in high school doesn't teach stuff about gay sex, so we don't know
Anything about gay
We
sex.
don't know
What
half
are we
of
doing?
what we're doing until we actually get to it.
For sure.
Like, we don't know what the best lube is, which is never water-based, always silicone. We don't know about, giving everything a courtesy lick first. Well, you've got to, like, soften the area. And I don't mean soften as in, like, fabric softener. But I mean as in, like, you've got to, like, prep the areas and, like, relax. Giving it a courtesy lick just makes the muscles relax. Like, they don't teach... Actually, that's the other thing with sex ed. They literally only teach you, like, the missionary position and how to make babies. They don't teach you about, giving head or...
And the pleasure of sex. Like,
Yeah, sex is fun.
yeah, like, it's there to be enjoyed.
Exactly. By
We're
one
one of
or
the
multiple.
only animals on the planet who do it for pleasure.
So do dolphins.
They do.
So do
They
dolphins.
do.
And I think
also,
gorillas.
dolphins rape people.
What?
Haven't you seen?
What?
Haven't you
What?
Okay, just Google dolphin
What?
rape and it will make sense. But dolphins will want to get frisky with people that are swimming with them sometimes.
I'm never swimming with a dolphin.
I've swam with dolphins. No one tried to rape me. That's fine.
Oh my god, that's just again, bonus episode, you're getting random content. So have you ever seen the TV show Vicious?
I don't think so.
So it's a British sitcom. They ran for 2 seasons. They got cancelled, which was unfortunate, but it was an amazing show. So Ian McKellen and another guy, they play a really old gay couple.
Might have heard of it. Haven't seen
And
it.
literally the very first episode. So it has the woman that played Madame Maxine in Harry Potter.
Yep.
Who's like one of their close friends. And so the very first episode, literally in the first 5 minutes, they're sitting there, they're bickering, and then the door, and there's a young guy, and he's like, oh, I'm applying for the apartment. Can I use the bathroom? And they're like, yep, cool. And she turns up, and they're telling her about the guy, and she's just like, you let a random man use your bathroom? And they're like, yes. She's like, what if he rapes me? And they're like, no one's going to rape you, Violet. Why not?
Oh, poor Violet. So moving swiftly.
But seriously,
on.
watch Vicious. It's
Okay,
amazing.
I will have a look into that. But yeah, back to things that we didn't.
Yeah, so
learn.
I mean, you also don't get taught about douching. Like, the
No.
appropriate amount of time and water and
Effort.
insertion and effort. Like, you can douche too far, which, so the main point part of douching is obviously just to clean the
Area.
The first little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you put too much water and too much length into it, then you're cleaning the second bit, which then brings more out, which takes more effort to clean. Like, only if you're taking a massive dick or getting fisted do you need to do that. There's a dog barking. But you only need to clean the first little, rectum area.
Yes, this is
Which
true.
we're not taught
I
about.
know a story of a gentleman who, it's not like it's a story of a friend of a friend of a friend who ended up going
Your
to
uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers, sons,
for
nephews,
sure. His name
dog.
was Cletus. Anyway, he ended up going to hospital because he burst something inside himself by using a shower douche and keeping it in for too long and having too much water inside there. I don't even know if he's alive or dead. I don't know him, so
Oh my God,
wish
that's
him
like,
well
that's
wherever
like
he
the
is.
very first episode when we were talking about your teacher, and you're just like, I think
She died.
But that's what I mean. We're not taught about douching. Like, we're not taught about the appropriate time or length of how much we should douche. We've all done that where we've douched a bit too much, and then you're fucking, and then more water comes out, and you're like, oh fuck, I've just shit, and you're like, hasn't. It's just been water. It just makes it. Oh, I'm all wet. That's how turned on I am. I'm just gushing.
I'm so wet for you right now.
But that, not only that, but it's like oral sex. You're not taught about, like, sex ed just doesn't teach you the joys of sex. It just literally tells you use a condom and sex is just for procreation, which is fucked.
Literally.
Like, we should be taught more about the enjoyment of sex, like oral sex.
I'm going to murder those dogs.
There's going to be so many bark things that pop up in this bonus episode, which is fine.
You keep talking to the people. I'm just going to shut them up. Keep talking to the people.
And it's hard to know. No, I'm not going to sing Danny. But getting taught about sex is something that we should all be taught about in high school. Both gay, straight, lesbian, trans, non-binary, all those sorts of things should all be taught the joys of sex and the benefits of sex and the ins and outs of sex and what to look forward to, what to expect, because, I mean, again, kinks and fetishes, you don't learn about those until you're in the midst of it and you're like, oh, fuck, what's happening?
Yeah,
Why
but-
is this person pissing on me?
Would you, like, at what age, though, is it appropriate to start talking to kids about kinks and fetishes?
Okay, that obviously a little bit later on. But I think, so sex ed should be taught from the moment that kids start going through puberty. Because...
Well, yeah, because they talk to you about puberty and how your body's changing. And
But they
everything,
leave
they're
that
not.
until you're like 15, 16.
And you're like halfway through and you're like,
Exactly. And like
That's what happened
some
to
kids
me.
have already started having sex by then.
Oh, well, that's true. And kids are having sex younger and younger.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's appropriate. But
We're not grooming. At least you know this time. But that's what I mean. Like, sex should be taught when it's appropriate, but everything should be taught. Like, I hate the fact that it's so restrictive and it's so just very heteronormative of
Yeah.
what sex is. Just constant, like, it's penetrative just in a missionary position and it's used to make babies. No.
It's not. I wish when I was younger that the shame around gay sex was not
Oh, 100%.
there.
100%. I wish when I was younger I learned how to suck a dick without using teeth. I mean, I didn't have to because I was told from the first time that I was amazing. But you know what I mean?
I get you. I know what you're saying. I wish when I was younger, I knew I'd be so good at sucking dick that I probably
I wish
would
I...
have sucked more if I could.
Same. I would have started at a younger age. I wish I knew when I was younger, like, the joys of rimming. Like, I waited until I was so much older and so...
Oh, I was so terrified of rimming.
I was so far into my sexual journey... That's my wine. I was so far into my sexual journey before I started rimming and enjoying rimming, both giving and receiving, because I was so terrified because I'm like, oh, no, that's an ass.
Do you know what I really wish? I wish...
Even though I'm fucking it or getting fucked in it, I just wouldn't put my mouth there.
Yep. I wish that I had the body confidence, even though I'm not bodily confident, but like the body confidence that I have now looking back at when I was so unsure of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I guess obviously, and this is something that only comes with the passing of time as you get older. And just being like
Come.
in my late
What was that?
I don't know. But I'm in my late 30s now, and I don't know, I feel like me in my late 30s, if I knew then what I know now, I would have had a much better time. I would have been more
Absolutely.
sexually liberated. I would have been, and not saying I wasn't, but I would have been even more so. I've been slutting up around town like nobody's business. But just like enjoying myself and enjoying my body and being able to turn around to, you know, a fat shamer or whatever and just be like, fuck you. You know you want a piece of this.
I mean, I wish I knew back then, like, the joys of just engaging in losing your inhibitions in sex.
Experimenting freely in a
Yeah.
safe way.
Like, just sex in general should have been... This is the thing that I hate about our society being such a... Like, we're supposed to be a secular society, but we're such a sacred society. If you don't know what that means... Ugh.
Should you be here?
No. So, essentially, secular means we're supposed to be a free from religion society, whereas sacred is a heavily indoctrined by religion, and we claim to be a sacred society, a secular society, but we're clearly a sacred society. Religion plays such a big part in everything when it really shouldn't. Keep religion out of schools. You think we're grooming? Fucking teaching religion to kids in primary school? That's fucking grooming. Whole nother kettle of fish there. But it's just, there's so much that I wish I'd learnt as a kid, just, not even just as a kid, as a teenager growing up, that I wish it would have made my life so different as an adult.
Do you think that, like, looking at, I guess, the way things are sort of a little bit more freely spoken about, I know, you know, obviously religion still senses a
Blech.
lot of what is normal. But like, how do you feel like a young microphone would have gone if she was 15 or 16 now, as opposed to in the 1800s when we were young?
Oh, she would have been a crack whore. No.
She's got a bad habit.
No, so like if all the stuff, like if I could go back in time with all of the knowledge I know now, I would be such a slut. I would have been sucking dick left, right, and center. Doesn't matter whose it was. Sucking old dick, young dick, fat dick, skinny dick, uncut dick, cut dick, dirty dick. No, I'm kidding. No, but I'd be going into things without a sense of fear and or shame. Because, I mean, we all experience that as gays starting off, especially in our sexual journey. We felt so much shame about what we've done because it was indoctrinated into us that we should feel shame about what we've done.
You're gay?
I mean, I would point to my Adam's apple, but I don't have one. But do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's the thing that I hate is the fact that I wish, as all of us, when we're young, we're taught that sex is good. Not sex should be shameful. Sex should be sinful. Sex is not a sin.
Well, sex is always taboo when you're...
And that fucking
Young.
sucks because it's not a taboo. I mean, it's taboo if you're too young. Like,
Yes.
that's a taboo.
But when your body is changing, you need to be learning. And you need to be learning
Exactly.
about all of the changes.
100%.
Because you don't necessarily need to just be learning about your body. Because I remember very clearly, like, they would take girls off to talk to them about something and then boys to talk about something else. But you need to be learning about what your peers are going through.
Exactly.
And then there's those peers who, you know, are like on a borderline of not knowing gender identity and things. And so they need that education too.
My other thing that I really wish as a kid, and I knew, but also everyone knew, but also they would teach now, is the fact that sexual identity is not real.
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean by that, and this could be quite a controversial take, so non-binary, for example, is not a new thing.
No.
It's always been there.
Well, it's like queer people. Queer people are new. No, we
But
were always there.
what I'm getting at is the fact that if expressing yourself however you felt comfortable, whether it's, you know, dressing more masculine, dressing more feminine, if that was more accepted, non-binary would not be a thing.
Mm-hmm. It would just be
It
who
would-
they are.
Exactly. Like, non-binary came about because people needed to express how they were feeling themselves. Like, me walking out of the house dressed like this, like, I feel comfortable enough to do it, but for everyone else, they would just look at me being like, what the hell's going on there? It shouldn't be a case of anything should be, like, people should be freely to be able to express themselves however they feel comfortable within the means of it being, I guess, as in, like, I'm not saying, like, it legal. When I say legal, I mean as in, like, don't go fucking dogs and being like, that's how
Yeah.
I express myself. Or
Yeah.
don't go, like, diddling kids. And, like, no, that's a very big no. But I'm talking about if a fucking female wants to wear, like, a men's tailored suit, let her. If a man wants to walk around in a fucking skirt, let him.
I mean, they used to. Men
Pink
used to wear skirts all the time.
Pink used to be male color.
I use this argument with people all the time. and they say
Heels were
pink's
invented for
female.
men.
Yes. And, you know, and then you go back to, like, the 50s, 40s and 50s, and there was, like, women were to wear skirts. Women don't wear pants. Like, even my grandmother on my mum's side, in her lifetime, she's never wore pants. Because for her and her upbringing, women don't do that.
But that's just so weird.
I think
Like,
so.
let people dress however the fuck they want to dress. How does it affect you? How is it affecting your day-to-day life?
Other than they pass you in the street and then you suddenly have a problem with it. Well,
Let
Again,
people just walk past
that's you.
Unless they're directly standing in front of you, verbally berating you, then what the fuck do you have any issue
what
with?
are they gonna what are they gonna be berating you about? Do you like these pants? Do you like these pants?
And they're just stopping in front of you, just being like, the fuck are you looking at, you goddamn ugly, mulleted, permed / fucking blouse wearing fucking corduroy whore?
How is John Farnham from the 90s?
John Farnham was a corduroy whore.
Well, he wore a blouse and had a mullet and sang a song.
Oh, he did wear a blouse.
He did.
Wasn't that when he sang about Sadie the cleaning lady?
I think so.
That's his song, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Yeah. No.
Sadie,
I was
the
singing.
cleaning lady.
Okay, cool. I was in my head. I was singing Sadie, but to the tune of Mona, the Craig McLachlan song. Oh, Sadie, the cleaning lady. I'm like, no, that's very wrong.
That's quite.
But yeah, just like that sort of stuff. I wish we knew as we were younger. Like, we shouldn't be our age we are now. Oh, finding out. I mean, there's nothing really we're finding out now because you and I have had both a lot of sex, so there's nothing we haven't done or experienced or learning from. But it's all stuff that should be taught to us when we're younger. Like, sex should not be taboo. You shouldn't be finding out about, people getting turned on by different things at the first time when all of a sudden someone's doing it to it and you're freaking out and you're terrified and you're like, why the fuck is this happening? Or why the fuck is this person doing this? Like, it should be a case of you going, okay, so some people are turned on by this, cool. Because at a younger age, you might be like, oh, I'm intrigued by that. Yeah. And then you'll try it with someone that you trust and go, oh, actually, no, I don't like that. And you go, cool, sweet, I know I don't enjoy that. Whereas finding out for the first time when you're doing it and someone's going, I'm going to fucking shit on your face. And you go, okay, I'll try it. And then you go, oh, wait, no, I don't enjoy that. But you're in a terrified situation because you feel like you have to. That was a very extreme example.
It's quite extreme. I'm going to shit on your face, kid. No, I'm okay.
Do you
Thank
think it's a scary movie? Talk dirty to me. I'm going to piss on your face.
I'm going to shit on these walls, Ray.
I'm going to fart in your mouth. I'm going to shit on these walls, Ray. Woo! Too dirty? I'm going to work this. Yeah,
How
work
do we
it.
always end up back to dirty talk?
Because it's natural.
It's rotten.
It's
fine.
great.
I love it. I love that people are into it, but it's just funny for me.
I love... No, actually, my housemate is, again, one that he's against dirty talk.
Oh, okay.
Not against it. He's just... He agrees with you. That
It's
it's
funny.
funny. And I'm like, it's not funny. He's just like, I would laugh if someone was just, like, talking to me dirty. I'm like, you just haven't experienced the right dirty talk. From the right person at the right time.
Henry Cavill, hear me now.
God, there's a video that I almost sent to you today and I forgot because I was on the toilet and I was just scrolling. But it was one of those ones where it's a Witcher thing and it was like press the button and it's just Henry going, oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, fuck. And I'm like, oh.
See, but does that qualify as dirty talk? Somebody's
I don't
like
give
having
a fuck.
sex
It's
and
just
like,
Henry
oh,
Cavill
fuck.
just being like,
oh yeah, that's nice.
I just
like,
wanted
that's
to.
not dirty talk.
I just wanted to close my eyes and just hear his voice, just being
You
like,
could have. You
fuck.
were alone
Oh,
in a
fuck.
safe toilet space.
well, no, I was shitting at the time. It's not a sexy scenario.
For you. Someone might like that.
I don't want to be sitting on a toilet getting a hard on while I'm fucking shitting.
Things she wished she knew when she was younger.
But yeah, it's just little things like that. Like teaching not when I say kids, I don't mean like fucking 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
Don't teach the 5-year-olds. They don't need to know.
They don't even know how to make a fucking paper airplane yet.
They don't even know how to spell what.
What?
They don't know how to spell cat. Let alone pussy.
D-O-G. Cat.
But when you start going through puberty and you're experiencing this, like early high school is when you should be taught the ins and outs of all sex.
And you know what? I think looking back on my sex ed, I would have been happy if it was blanketed that there is more to sex than what we're
Yes.
teaching you right now.
But that's the thing as well. Like everyone's always like, "Oh no, you're gonna indoctrinate the kids. They're gonna learn too much about sex. They're gonna start doing. They're not gonna.
They're going to become drag queens. They're going to read books to children in public spaces.
They're
They're going to turn everyone into drag queens.
Teaching children about sex is not going to get them to start doing those sexual acts. It's just going to make them aware that this is what can happen out there. This is what people do. This is what people are into. This is what might happen to you. Like, knowing what's going to happen out there. Like, it's the same as getting taught your fucking taxes. Why aren't we taught that in high school? Why the fuck do we have to learn that on the fly? How to do your fucking taxes or learn how to budget or fucking live financially free as an adult? No, let's teach them fucking long division that you never fucking use in your day-to-day life. I'm swearing a lot now.
You really are. She's passionate. She's passionate. I remember a teacher saying to me, when you go out there, she's a maths teacher, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket. I'm like, fuck
I've
you,
one
bitch.
fucking right here.
Yes, I do. So, there.
And every workplace I have has had a calculator nearby. I've never had to do quick math in my head. I've never had to find the square root of x and over y to
It's
the power of
3.
z.
The answer is 3 or 9. It's always 3 or 9. I don't know. I'm making shit up now because I don't know maths.
But that's what I mean. Like, there's stuff that we're taught in high school that is irrelevant to our day-to-day life, but they refuse to teach us about sex, which is something that everyone engages in daily and sometimes uncomfortably because you're not taught how to engage in it properly. It's ridiculous. Stuff I wish I'd known when I was younger. How great dick tastes.
But not all cum is created equal.
No. Not all cocks are created equal either.
No.
How great balls are.
Man musk. It's delicious.
How good rimming is, both giving and receiving.
Yeah.
How unenjoyable sex can be. That's the other thing. Sex can be unenjoyable.
It can hurt if you're not into it.
It can feel weird.
Yeah.
You can regret it.
That if you really, really want that dick, it's going in without lube.
Yes, it will. Whether you want it or not. No, actually, no, that's bad.
No, if you really want it.
Yeah.
If you really want it, your hole will find a way.
Yeah, like me in the back of the van with the...
Yeah, the boy who was talking all the languages.
Yeah, that even then made you go, oh, okay, maybe I can be into that.
Yeah, I could be into it if I don't know what they're saying to me.
But that's what I mean, like, that sort of stuff.
They'd be fucking me going, I know your hair is fake, and I'll be like, oh, yes!
What's the quote from School of Rock? You're a fat loser with body odor. Oh my god, yes. Oh, no, what's the French? I know cheese in French is fromage, but there's some sort of weird phrase that someone or did with fromage. Like, oh, yes. You're moaning just to him talking about cheese, not his dick cheese. But again, just the dirty parts of sex, like the farting, the queefing, the cheese, the fucking, like, the slobber, the vomit, the snot, the shit.
There's sometimes blood.
Sometimes, like, you can get an anal tear, you can get a vaginal tear,
Well,
you can get a perineum tear, you can get your fucking banjo string tear.
You can. And what about, like, the straights? Like, you might need to learn about sex when your girlfriend's on a period. Like, these are things that they don't talk about.
Coming up with the Dolmio grin.
Really?
Tastes the same if you close your eyes.
No.
Anyways, that has been our little bonus episode of the
Bonus rant.
very much a rant. But bonus episode of the Come Down.
Yeah. Don't forget that we'll be coming back to you at some point early in the first half of 2024 with brand new episodes of season 2 of The Come Down. Don't forget to follow us at
the Come Down _pod to keep up to date with all the random shit that we post. Well, I say we, I mean he. I'm lazy, I don't sign.
And we'll keep posting stuff while we're not
Send your dick
on
pics.
air. Yeah, fucking do it.
Send your dick pics. You can also follow him at
Shaun Phillip Official, and you can follow her at
Microphone.
with an F, not a PH.
Why?
Because crap hone.
Because it looks fucking shit with a PH. Otherwise, thank you for joining us on season 1 of The Come Down. We hope you enjoyed it. This episode obviously came out a couple of weeks / months later, but this is just like a little teaser for season 2. So we hope you've enjoyed it. A little bonus episode. Bonus Whole Boys. Have you ever clicked on that one?
No.
You should.
But I'm gonna.
You should. See you soon.
Bye. Cheers.
Are you empty?
Always.
Is there not any left?
I don't know.
I'm ready.
Skull.
Ready,
Skull.
ready.
Skull. Skull. She's a lady. Whoa. She's a whore. Swallow it. Swallow it. Keep it down. Keep it down. Should I rub your throat? You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe. Come on. Oh, that was a bad taste in spunk. Hey!
Don't make me laugh as I'm trying to swallow. I always spat that all over your couch.
That's what she says to all her tops. See you next year.